From the Empire State to the Golden Gates, this is Quad Radio USA.
Oh, yeah.
Now, with all the dirt from the world of ATV motocross and GNCC racing, here's Mr. 10 Seconds, Rodney Tomlin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Quad Radio as we get set to kick off another brand new GNCC. This one, the Mountaineer Run GNCC in Masontown in the back door and the home race of Racer Productions. Kind of a new place. We'll talk about that more in just a moment, but I want to say thanks to some fine folks that help make it all possible here at Quad Radio. Definitely want to send a shout and thanks out to our friends at Impact Solutions, your official Elko Suspension headquarters. Be sure and check them out on their Facebook page. Of course, you can link to that directly from the Quad Radio website here. And as we get set to roll into this Mountaineer Run GNCC, talking with the three-time and defending GNCC champion, Mr. Chris Borich. And Chris, as we get set to roll into this, a great weekend. I mean, I don't think we could be at a more beautiful place. I know it's going to be a hot weekend this weekend, but wow, I mean, other than getting into this place, once we get here, it's like you found the golden land, the promised land or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it seemed to be a little bit of a pain to get in here, but like you said, when you got in here, it was definitely worth showing up here, and the facility looks awesome, and I actually got to walk quite a bit of the track and mountain bike it, and it looks to be a sweet track.
For sure, and you know, I know that there was races ran here a few years ago, several years ago from what I understand. Have you ever raced here before?
No, I haven't. They said they ran here a couple years ago, probably 8 years ago, but I know I was talking to McGill. He says he's been here a couple times, but he was checking the trails out, and it just pretty much overgrown and just turned into regular land, like no trails out there. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty good day for tomorrow.
Rather virgin-esque in a way then, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go. Now, man, phenomenal season for you so far. 5 wins and some of the most exciting wins I've seen in quite some time. Talk about keeping it right down to the wire. Your dad, I joked with your dad, or he joked with me, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't joking, but he said something about, Chris don't lead the race until the last 30 seconds of the race. And I mean, it's come down to some pretty tight ones, Chris. It's been exciting, man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what we need, is exciting racing, and these guys stepped it up, so it's just a matter of time for me to step it back up. But this last race that we were at, brand new track, and it was just awesome facility. Hopefully go back there again. It was kind of my style of a track, was just out there cruising around, having fun, and last lap I just knew I needed to get away. There was some lines out there that were starting to form, and was able to pull a decent gap and go with it. But as far as the season, I mean, I can't thank everybody enough, and I can't ask for a better season except one more win on there.
That's just what it is. One more win. We were talking there just a few moments ago. I made mention, and if I'm not mistaken, and I'll go back and double check this, but I'm almost pretty sure that your Florida win at the River Ranch GNCC was the one of the rather big benchmark in racing wins, 50 of them, and that puts you several steps closer to that all-time win that Bill Balance enjoys, I believe, of 68 wins.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool. You guys looked into that. I mean, I haven't really paid attention. I knew there's a lot of trophies at my shop, so I guess there's close to 50 or 54 of them. But like I said, really haven't kept track, but definitely would be great to beat that record. So we'll just keep plugging away, trying to get as many wins as I can, and just having fun right now. I mean, we're just having fun, and it's been good racing.
It is. And I know I look back to last year, and I can remember over the winter wondering, what bike was it Chris Borich decided to go with. You had Yamahas, you had Can-Ams, you had Hondas, you had, your Suzuki's on standby, and, there were all these rumors and stuff floating around, but I know with the way the competition has been this year and the way everything has stepped up and everything, you got to be scratching your head and saying, boy, I'm sure glad I made that move and stuck with Suzuki with what I know.
Yeah. I mean, Suzuki's been behind me for a while the past couple years, and I know it's been tough for those guys, and it's even tough for me. I mean, looking for deals and stuff, but I'm back at home on a Suzuki, and hopefully things will turn around for Suzuki and maybe be able to come back as a full-time sponsor. But yeah, real happy to stay where I'm at, and bike's awesome. Everything's working great, and just having fun with it.
And as we get set to heading the halfway point of this year, I mean, have you just taken a moment just to like collect your thoughts and just take a deep breath and say, wow, man, I mean, to me, I mean, at least it seems like everything's just been flying one week right after another. It seemed like forever before the season started, and once it did, I mean, I look back on it now, I'm like, it just seems like 2 weeks ago we were in Florida.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we've only really had a week off in between the races, and it's just been nonstop. But it's pretty sweet to be halfway through just about, and have a nice points lead. So just keep plugging away, keep doing what I'm doing, and yeah, that's about it.
Now, what about what's been going on? I mean, I know that you're buddies with a few guys. I know you and Bithell are buddies. You and Gallagher are buddies. You and McGill are buddies. And I mean, you guys hang and do some riding. Have you guys been doing that a lot lately?
Yeah, actually, last week I had Gallagher up for a week. Bithell came in for a few days. We got to ride some dirt bikes, and actually Andrew DeLong came up, and he's close to us. He's within an hour, and it was actually fun. I got to ride around on a dirt bike. That's the first time I rode dirt bike at my place in a long time. So it was just good for a different change and good to ride with some different people and have a good time.
What about Andrew DeLong on the bike side of things? That guy's killing it right now, isn't he?
No, he's rolling. I mean, kid's fast. He was just playing with us, and we were like, yeah, we're staying with him. And he'd just step it up a notch and just yank right away. But it was definitely fun. And then towards the end of the day, I got on the quad, and I'm like, all right, I should be able to burn him on my track. And he stayed right there with me, and it was kind of slick, so I was like, I should be able to get away from him, but kid's moving, so I mean, I like him, I like Stewart. They're just two good buddies of mine, and looks like it's going to be a good season for those guys.
No doubt it is, and that's cool that you get to hang out. I know it's not all riding, man. I mean, whenever you guys are hanging, what are you guys doing? I mean, Johnny Gallagher has to be probably one of the funnest individuals in the world to hang out with.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He wears me out sometimes. He's on that damn phone and checking Twitter and just stuff like that, so I got to bust him on him a bunch, but he's definitely a good dude, and when it comes down to riding and trying to work out and just dealing with sponsors, he's probably one of the best to be around. So he's definitely a good dude, and I enjoy riding with him, hanging out with him. We always get along. I mean, sometimes he drives me up a wall, but that's all part of it.
I think that's Johnny Gallagher's nature, man. I mean, I think that's what he intends to do, is to go out and just drive any and everybody he can up the wall. But he's a lot of fun, a lot of insight. You know, I don't think people even realize how much insight that guy right there can give. I mean, he's been around this sport since he could probably remember, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's been around a long time, and this year here I've been on him pretty hard. I mean, he's sitting in a really good position, I think 6th overall, and I would just keep telling him, like, dude, this is your chance to beat your record. I think his best number was a 7th, and told him let's keep pushing it. And I know he had a couple problems there at the beginning with his knee and stuff like that, but hopefully he pushes through it and just keeps on it, and wish him the best.
Now, what about, I know you're good friends with Adam. I know you're good friends with Chris and those guys. And I don't know. I mean, you guys seem to smile and joke. And, I mean, you are neighbors in the pro pits and everything. What about Taylor Kaiser? What about Walker Fowler? I mean, I know you guys aren't like best buds or anything, but what's it like? I mean, from an honest perspective, from an honest racer standpoint, man, I mean, what's these guys like competition-wise on and off the track?
Competition-wise, I mean, you can't beat them. I mean, they're right there wanting it more than anything. But off the track, I don't know. It's just, I mean, me and Taylor used to be buddies, hang out and have a good time, joke around. But it seems like when he's just around different people, he turns into a different person. And, I mean, we haven't really talked that much this year. I mean, he's just seems focused and wants to go out and do the best he can. And but, I mean, I try to go out there and talk to everybody and have a good time. I mean, I get to the track and goof off, but when it comes time to get up on the line and that 10 seconds drops, or the flag starts dropping, that's when all jokes go aside and time to start racing. But meanwhile here, I just have a good time.
That's great. And, you know, I mean, and the thing about it is, I mean, and I think you can sympathize with any one of these guys that get a crawl in their saddle or whatever, because, you know, they're out there trying to chase you down to win and beat you. You know, you are the benchmark as far as that goes. So I guess at the same time, I mean, it's one of those things where you can kind of understand where a lot of these guys are coming from too, I guess, too, because I'm sure you had those feelings for Bill Balance at one time in your life whenever you were chasing him around like they're chasing you around?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think I look at it different. I mean, as far as like me riding with McGill and Bithell and Gallagher and McClure and all those guys, I think that helps those guys out by watching what I do and stuff like that. And I just don't understand like why Taylor and those guys like hide themselves from everybody and not want to ride with people. I mean, I enjoy riding with anybody. I mean, if they want to pick up on some things that I'm showing them, that's fine by me. I mean, I just like to go out and ride with different guys. I mean, the pros and just go out and rip. I mean, I don't pay attention to what they're doing and ooh, that looks better. I just go out and have a good time. And I mean, if that's the way they are and want to pick up things, that's fine too. But I mean,
do these guys show you stuff out there too?
Yeah, once in a while, some cool lines. But
let me ask you this: what about these guys? I mean, honestly, whenever you line up on the line down through there, and you're looking down the line at the competition, and obviously you see the same guys week in and week out, just about. I mean, is it the same guy you're worried about every week, or are you worried about more than one guy at different times, different tracks, or what?
Well, when we first take off, you kind of get the butterflies in the belly, start ripping, and you're like, ooh, this guy's ripping today. And then as soon as I get out front and start rolling, it's just I just think about trying to be out front and doing my thing. I mean, nobody really bothers me out there. I mean, I know everybody's fast. I know everybody's training hard. But if I know I go home and do my homework and put in the time that I need to put in time to know what I can do, I'm not really too worried about anybody.
I tell you, it's obvious, and you are having fun, and that's the cool thing, Chris. And I want to hope you keep having the fun and keep the wins rolling in, because I'm getting as excited as you are. With each win, man, you're one step closer, and I think to reach a monument like that is going to be huge in your career, because, I mean, we've talked about it. I mean, the likelihood of 10 championships is going to be thin. Not impossible, but it's going to be rather tough to get, especially with the field of youngsters that are coming up right now. I mean, if you look back into the college, as far back as college B class right now, dude, they're coming with, and they got you in their sights in the college B class right now.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's, like I said, everybody's stepping it up year to year, and like I said, I've just been having fun going with it. And like I said, if somebody steps it up, I guess I got to step it up even more. But as of right now, I'm really not looking at that many championships or even that many career wins. I'm just going out one race at a time, trying to put my time in and get victories. And if that leads me to beating Bill Balance's record, that's awesome. And even in the championship chase too. So we're just one race at a time, one championship at a time, and see where it takes me.
You just love to race out here, don't you?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, I know I got like a little vacation planned in the summer break, go to week to Maryland, but come back home and just I have fun riding. So that's what I do, and just having fun with it.
I can say one thing: I pity the people around you whenever you do finally decide to hang up the boots someday, because you're not going to know what to do with yourself.
Yeah, I'll be going crazy. That's what Johnny says. He's like, dude, sit down and chill for a second. I'm like, nope, got to go out and ride, got to go do something. So, but yeah, can't thank all those guys enough. My sponsors, Maxxis, and just everybody that's been behind me. Suzuki's been helping out, and just like I said, just everybody that's been a supporter behind me. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you, man. Keep it up, all right?
Thanks.
That's Chris Borich. I'm Rodney Tomlin. This is Quad Radio.